Good evening all, how are we doing? We're here at long last. It's been a fight, but we're here. Oh, what a bloody evening. So I knew it was going to be a little late. We started dinner a little late, and it was not something I can rush, but yeah. Like, right, let's get going, everything should be fine. Nope, it's fucked. Yeah, as it turned out, the problem today was my Stream Deck would not talk to OBS. Slightly problematic, as it means controlling anything on the stream is a frickin' pain in the arse. But technically there are other ways to work around it, kinda, but those create other problems, so Stream Deck is good. However, it is now functioning. There was an update to OBS earlier today, which I installed as per usual, and they're normally fine, but apparently something about that changed something that meant that Stream Deck couldn't talk to OBS anymore, and I didn't get any notifications about an update to Stream Deck, so I was like, well, I wonder if that's what it is. So dived into all the settings and stuff on in the Stream Deck software, which it's normally just running in the background. I don't even see it most of the time. And then told it to search for an update. And what do you know? I found an update, installed it, and everything's working again. Although I had to switch some things off and on again and stuff. But we're here now. So, yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Yeah, anyway, let's just tweak something there a minute. Not quite that aggressively. There we go. That's a little bit better, I hope. Although that... Yeah, we'll see how we do. I feel like everything's just hitting the limit there. Maybe I'll keep pulling that down, see if it... yeah, okay, right. Maybe not then. Kitty cat's shouting. Hang on. If that'll help, but anyway. Right, so, shall we? Evening Monkey Next, evening Steve, evening Noel, evening Ancient, evening Tango, how are we all doing? We'll get this show on the road. Yes, as for cat avatars, I'd have a cat cam if I could. I tried to set one up and I got everything sort of going, but it's an absolute nightmare. My, their webcam has some serious limitations as well. In that it would not maintain its settings. Every time I switched on OBS, I'd have to go into all of the settings and mess around with it and reset the settings, which sucks. And then it was focus hunting all the time. So that was a complete shit show. And I don't know why it didn't used to have the focus hunting issue, but possibly because there wasn't really anything particular for it to focus on other than the tabletop at the time. Yeah, on top of all that, the cat spends hardly any time sitting on my desk. Well, she does when I'm sort of pottering around doing stuff during the day sometimes, but not in the evening. I'm downstairs with my better half. And, yeah, so she moves around a bit as well, so basically no reliable place I could point a camera either, even if I could get it to work. Right, so we need to brew a potion and to persuade, what's her name, something beginning with an F, her father to not turn himself to stone, or to prevent himself from turning to stone or something. Let's go, there we go. So we'll see how that goes. The other thing is, I need to know where I can actually brew a potion. Which I'm less sure about. You know what, I think I know one place I might be able to find one with a bit more ease. So let's try that. Let's try this. French cheese, huh? You fill up the holes in because it's soft and it's easy to apply, or because it's hard and will form a solid part of the plaster? Grindstone. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Well, upstairs is just a bedroom. Let's see if not actually crazy lady has a potion making place down there. She doesn't. Huh. Well, that's a surprise, isn't it? Oh, hello. So there's got to be somewhere around I can make potions, but where bit is a bit more questionable at the moment. Assume there's somewhere in the village, right? Right? Ain't going there, so that's that off the list. So bloody... Actually, you know what I could do? Save ourselves some hassle. We'll do it here at the fire. Do we have anything to identify? No. No levels, so we'll do spell alchemy. There's this potion. Leaper. I read that as leper, so. Ah, potion for Ulf. There we go. So we need frost shards, which I have plenty. Mead, which I have plenty. And peppermint. Ah, interesting. What does he do? Doesn't say. Stamina regen, mana. Interesting. I should. Just until morning, because, yeah. I think I something about it giving you the runs for a minute, to be honest. But, apparently not. It seems like the cheese is in France, from what I recall. Huh. Right, so, not this way then. I think he'll be out of the village this direction. Yeah, looks like it. Let's take a shortcut, shall we? Yep, there he is. Probably not the best idea of a shortcut, but hey. That could have gone better and it could have gone worse. Fortunately, a light snack will soon sort my broken ankles out. Where'd he go? There he is. He does appear to be slightly petrifying, it is true. Oh. Doesn't seem like a good way to go to me, it gotta be said. Oh, old boy.
Who goes there? Is it you, Fusca?
No. I'm friend of the tribes, who are you?
I'm Olaf, senior journeyman of the Stone Warden's Brotherhood. It's rare I meet anyone from outside the tribes, I've never set foot beyond the Forlorn Swords, so my knowledge of the wider world is limited. And now, as you can see, I'm here to stay. So tell me, what brings you to us? Or perhaps you prefer I share some wisdom instead?
King Arthur's crown, voice of the tribe sent me to summon chieftains to meet. Don't feel it. Voice of the tribe sent me to summon chieftains to meet.
Let me guess. Everyone's falling over themselves to answer the call. No? That's what I thought. This isn't the first time Gerfon has called for a moot to unite against Kamelot. And, as you can see, no one's eager to show up. The truth is, the Dalriada are tired of war. Old feuds and fighting off the monsters of the Wyrdness are burden enough. We're too divided, too worn down to take on a fight beyond the Forlorn Swords.
Well, I'm working on it. What happened to you?
Nothing happened. This is the process of stone sleep. It's my choice. I've chosen to leave this world on my own terms, surrounded by my brothers. The men you see here, frozen in time, are my kin. Each of them embraced the sleep.
He's got
now.
Jorah Mormont vibes.
To outsiders, but trust me, there's no greater honor for a stone warden than to merge with the land we've served.
Stone sleep?
I forget sometimes. Those outside the tribes don't know our ways.
Well,
It's
duh.
no secret, so I'll tell you. Stone sleep is how we unite with the land we've worked and protected. It's the highest honor. A chance to become one with the soil that sustained us. We believe it grants a kind of immortality.
It's definitely an unusual technique, yeah. Tell me about the Stone
We
Wardens.
are the noblest of orders, forged from the strongest miners and smiths. Our history goes back to the earliest days of the Dalriada in the Forlorn Swords. We serve the land and its hidden treasures. Only the most skilled and devoted are welcomed among us. There's no room for aimless wanderers. We're born of the land, sustained by it, and in the end, we return to it.
Sounds like quite a heap of crap.
Embrace the stone sleep.
You think I could become a full member of the Stone Warden Brotherhood?
We've never accepted anyone who isn't Dalriada. Not in living memory, anyway. Darvan sticks to traditions like moss on stone. So don't hold your breath. That said, the world's changing. Not necessarily for the better, just shifting. Like the ground beneath our feet is moving, and we can't stop it. We used to say, the world will end before we let outsiders into our ranks. Maybe we cursed ourselves with those words. Don't take it personally if Darvan decides to make an exception for you. I trust his judgment. And if he does, the rest of the Brotherhood will fall in line.
Speak to your daughter. She doesn't want you. She doesn't want you to enter the Stone Sleep.
She doesn't. She takes after her mother, always trying to keep me close, tied to her apron strings. But Fusca must understand. I'm her father, and she owes me respect. I know she loves me. She proves it every time she cares for this hardening body, even as she opposes my decision. But my mind is made up. It's my right to decide how I leave this world. And my time has come. You won't convince me otherwise, so let's not discuss this further.
I have a potion or reverse it.
Let me guess. Fusca sent you. That girl is so
Oh, duh.
stubborn. I can see her pain, but I've carried my own for long enough. It's time for me to go. And I want to go on my terms. This isn't just about tradition. I want the stone sleep. Here, close to Arn, and the others. If you take this from me, you take my dignity and my freedom.
Freedom, yeah. Dignity, not so sure about that. Not sure there's a great deal of dignity just sitting in the cold until you either turn to stone or your nipples freeze off. But, bit of a weird fella. I mean, there's something to be said for choosing, yeah, unfortunately. When one chooses how to leave the world in such a way, you are leaving everybody else behind with no fucking choice but to live with the consequences of your decision. And that is a bitch-ass choice. So, yeah, you chose to have kids, you could stick by them.
What are you doing? No! How could you?
Because I don't respect your right to make a decision, because you're making the wrong one. Put simply, you're an idiot, you don't get to decide. I figured we didn't get to support him if he wasn't making a stupid choice. Not time talking to her if she's in there. No, it's not locked at the minute. Okay. That's weird. There she is. Lots of food and stuff I could help myself to if I wanted to. Kinda don't need to at the moment. Does look more like a house than just sleeping quarters, really. Although there's a kitchen and some connected bedrooms. So, your old man's not very happy.
Yes? Do you have any news?
Father's recovering, but he's stopped talking.
So, you used the potion? Thank you, Medder. You have no idea how grateful I am. We don't have much, but please, take my mother's necklace. It's a fine piece of Delrida craftsmanship. You'll get a good price for it. Everything will be fine now. You'll see. With me looking after him, he'll get better in no time.
Here. Didn't want to take that, but anyway. Heals you 50% of the last damage received over 8 seconds. That's pretty useful. Especially if you're going to get in the thick of combat. I'm probably going to have made myself rather unpopular there. On the other hand, he doesn't get to just check out anytime he likes. That ain't how it works. So now he's just sitting out in the snow, stropping, apparently. Like, interesting outfit. Not seen much of it, but looks interesting from what I can see. Bonk him on the head and take his clothes there. Not a fan of that one.
Well met, traveller.
Yeah, I helped Fusker and Olaf. Olaf no longer enters the same sleep.
I hope you're thinking with your head, not your heart, and certainly not anything else. From where I stand, it seems like you two only thought about yourselves. not her father. Olaf had been longing for the stone sleep for years, afraid it might never come for him. When his skin began to harden, he was overjoyed, and you tore that happiness away from him, without mercy.
Yep.
Honestly, it's a miracle I can even tolerate you right now. Though perhaps there is a way you could be of use to the Stone Wardens and change my mind about you. If you complete it, I'll be impressed. None of our own brothers have managed it yet.
Not sure I feel the need to impress somebody who would support a man embracing cowardice, but anyway. What's the task?
Go to the heart of the mountain, not far from here. Beneath a heap of stone lies the entrance to a very important place. Buried, thanks Tryggvi. Once he began taking the giant's power for himself, he decided the Stone Warden Brotherhood no longer suited his vision for the Dalrita. So he brought the whole thing down, sealed off the heart of our work, the place where the Brotherhood once fulfilled its true purpose. We've tried to clear it. We failed. I suspect magic was involved. Even the Thoid, those few who don't share our mutual dislike, would have no help. Here, this is the song we use to sing to get inside. It should work. I don't know why it doesn't work for us anymore. Maybe you'll find the right tones to move the blasted pile of stones.
Well, in the passage of the maybe one of you. What waits behind the collapsed gate? What waits behind the collapsed gate?
The Forgeborn, no doubt. And likely a pack of ice abominations. Something must have quelled the Forgeborn's flame.
Well, what's this about the Forgeborn?
The Forgeborn fed our forge, and its flame never died. That's all I can say until the matter is resolved. If you fail, the secret of the Forgeborn stays with us.
And about the Ice Weavers?
Vile things. Woman-shaped. Cursed. No idea where they came from, but they can freeze a man to the bone.
I'm getting a feeling as to why this guy's not married now.
Which means there must be a whole swarm. Hard to say what they feed on, but the Forgeborn hasn't rekindled, so I assume they're still in there.
And if out in the passage, that might be one of you.
Hardly, I'll admit. If you manage to succeed, you'll have proven yourself more capable than many of our kin, but you still won't be Dalrita, and I have no power to change that. The other brothers would never agree to break tradition. The Stone Warden Brotherhood is a brotherhood of the Dalrita. That's the end of it. I'm sorry.
If I find a father or show me the path, I can become Dalrita.
I won't stand in your way, but don't count on it. Not once in my lifetime has an outsider become Dalrita.
Okay, I'll give it a crack then.
By all means, try. If you fail, you won't be the first. Others have tried. All of them failed. And don't forget to rid the place of whatever it was that smothered the Forgeborn. It should recover on its own, if the threat is gone. Until next time.
Still got to figure out this business of finding someone to stand as a father to get me into Dalrita. I wonder if Conquer will do it.
So tell me.
Not right now, anyway. So, where do we need to go? Oh, just down below the town. That makes sense. I had a feeling there'd be something down here. Stonewarden's Hearth. Oh, that's mighty annoying. Jeez. Suddenly wasn't taking much damage there. And tatties. Ooh. Let's go fairly big there with them teaming up on me. That wouldn't be a terrible idea to summon a little bit of help, really, would it? A little backup might not be a bad idea. I think even if you're playing this as like a melee user or something, having just enough magic to cover the summons is probably not a bad idea. How much does this actually take? 125. So, yeah. Pushing it up so you've got enough to cover that wouldn't be a terrible idea when you've got the opportunity. Looks like the way I'll need to go. Ooh. Bertolak, get in there. Keep throwing lightning at them. Ooh. Well, could have gone better, could have gone worse. That was alright, I think. I have a number of questions. Don't need the pickaxe, really. It's an entrance or a golem? Because that looks suspiciously like some kind of angry golem type creature. I do, and it's non-hostile right now, so... Maybe that's the flameborn thing. Guessing it is that they were talking about. Certainly has that impression. So I've defeated the creatures. He's like, oh, well, you need this thing to get through the rock. Or something, so... Where's that thing he gave me? There it is. So why did he give me that thing? Oh, maybe that's just because they haven't been able to even get through the front door. Yeah, that's where some of the sort of design goes a bit weird with this game. If that's the case, I needed that item to get me through the front door. Which it looks like it may have been. This does look all rubbly and stuff, and like it's sort of caved in. It really didn't convey that very well when I got here. The door should have been buried by him. So you've got that, presumably that I needed the magic to open. This door here. It's like, oh, well, it's all buried under stone and stuff. Well, then there should be a big old pile of stone in front of it or something that I have to find a way to clear. Or just inside of it or something. But, yeah. Unless I'm completely misunderstanding what he's trying to say, but I don't think so. I feel like there's a bit of an issue there. Just a short run back. Yeah, it's a bit dingy. And definitely got a bit of jank. Asked. Gonna ask her a question.
Well met, traveller.
Doors are open and the Fore-Dwellers is safe.
So we felt. I truly didn't believe you'd manage it. But from the beginning, I sensed something in you. Something different, perhaps. Not entirely natural. In any case, remarkable work. Accept this gift in thanks for what you've done.
So you promised to tell me what the Fore-Dwellers is?
Ah, yes. I did, didn't I? A word given is a word bound. The Forge Board is one of the Brotherhood's greatest achievements.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Darkest sins. Generations ago, a master named Orhan grew convinced the other brothers sought to steal his smithing secrets. In the frenzy of paranoia, he sang a guardian into being, then another, each more volatile than the last, until his creation slipped beyond his control.
You went nuts.
He did. Though they say he showed no signs until it was far too late, our Forgeborn is one of his final works, and one of the most powerful. It's a miracle we managed to claim it, to bend its fire to our service, without letting it slip into Blood Rage. Now you understand why its existence must remain secret. Were the Ulford to learn what fuels our forge, it would be the end of the Brotherhood, with or without Thrigva to lead the charge.
So do you have anything else for me?
But first, we talk, and I expect you to speak plainly. Lie to me, and you can forget I ever saw you as anything close to an equal, let alone someone honorable enough to join the Stone Warden Brotherhood without Dalrita blood. You understand? Good. I heard what you did in Kunacht, with their Minhir, fading fast until you passed by. That wasn't a coincidence. And I'll admit, the last task, the collapsed entrance and the Forgeborn, that was a test. I needed proof for a theory of mine. Now tell me, you're not alone, are you? You carry a power only the Fore-Dwellers ever had.
Merlin figured it out. It's true, but the reason is mine to keep.
No need to explain. I already have my suspicions. There's more to you. Or someone inside you. Someone important. Someone with the power to bend Avalon's fate. If I were you, I'd keep that particular companion well hidden among the Dalrita. We have our own legends about King Arthur. Like it or not, we owe him for bringing us to Avalon and granting us these lands.
What do the legends say?
Our king will return, awaken our giants, and command the Wyrdness to serve him. And watching how you handle places thick with the cursed mist, I'd wager the king's return is near. But the truth is, you're handling the Wyrdness faster and better than anyone I've ever seen. And there's got to be a reason for that. So if I'm right, and I may very well be, then I have a task truly fit for King Arthur himself. And that's no figure of speech. It's in a place only a returning king could ever reach.
Tell me what it is, and I'll judge if I can handle it.
It's about our lost tribe. Not Gunvaldur, who was slaughtered to the last, but Orkrata, who truly vanished. Many of our Stone Warden kin were among them, including our former commander, Hovar. Honor demands we find them and lay them to rest properly.
What's so complicated about it?
The trouble is, not a single body has ever been found. Despite all our searching, the finest fine hunters overturned every stone and came back with nothing. The trail leads to the gate of the Fore-Dwellers in an abandoned village. We sang to the stones, trying to open it, but the gate wouldn't budge. Once it glowed blue, but that was all. That tells me something far more powerful than any Dalrita blacksmith or miner is guarding it from within.
And what could be lurking behind the
I
gate?
don't know, but I expect you'll find the Okirata there. One way or another. Mother only knows what might have happened behind this Wyrdness gate for it to be so fortified. With power that strong. Complete this task, and you'll be worthy of joining the Stone Warden Brotherhood. If you achieve this miracle, believe me, whether or not your Dalrita
Delivery's a bit iffy,
no
that.
longer matter. Ask your inner friend for help if you're scared. May Mother's strength guide your hand in battle.
The emphasis on that is very
Till
weird.
next time.
Didn't know better. I would think that whoever's voicing him is not speaking English as a first language. I don't know better. Don't know either way. Right. So, yeah. Can't get through there yet because I can't get across without the crown, I don't think. So that probably means I still don't know how to get here. Maybe I should look it up. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea actually, because I can't imagine. Like, logically, as it's tied to the Children of Morrigan, the access to it would have to be external to any kind of unique Deliata site. But there doesn't seem to be any access to it. I mean, there's that, whatever's going on there, but I haven't used that. Just hasn't come up in a quest yet, and you'd think with a name like that it would. Lake of the Primordial Beast. There's what looks like a skeleton there as well, so I'm kind of curious what's going on there as well. Let's have a quick gander. Sweet dreams. There you go. Really? Right. Okay. So apparently you can make your way up this big ass stone sword to get there. Doesn't make a great deal of sense, but apparently it's a thing you can do. I can't get over there at the moment, and then we've got to go and fight their chief. So I think we'll do the chief first as he's nearby, and then we'll go and try and climb over this big ass freaking sword that's lying somewhere there-ish. I mean, it doesn't look like a thing you should be able to do that. So I'm definitely going to save it before I attempt anything insane. I'll save it before I attempt to go and fight this chieftain of theirs up here. Yeah, that sword there, apparently you can make your way up it somehow. It's a little weird to me. Quite a view, isn't it? Right, Brigve.
You return, but not as before. I see the giant's blessing upon you. Their mark burns.
So his hair, or has he got like an octopus growing out the back of his head?
Why would they favor such a feeble creature?
Challenge you in the name of the giants, your reign of corruption ends here.
Giants? They abandoned us long ago, left us to rot while they slumbered in stone.
So they were
Their
commanded.
blessings mean nothing to me. You think their favor makes you worthy to face me? You are nothing. I am the lone pillar, the chosen of the gods. No mortal or giant can unseat me.
Chosen of the gods to sit there and do feck all. Yeah, you're no chieftain, you're a parasite clinging to the legacy you've corrupted.
Enough. You dare mock the name of Trigva the Unbeaten.
Oh, I'll beat you.
Then
I'll beat you, and then I'll teabag you.
walk in the Wyrdness. Let us see if the giant's blessings can save you from the wrath of the Lone Pillar.
I think they can. Not sure what's occurring here. Seems to have seized up a bit. Some sort of crash from the look of that. Right, oh well, glad I saved it. Let's try again. Yeah. Right. Kind of want to know if I can fight him using my magic, really, because if I can't, I suppose there's something else out here as well. I might struggle a bit. That's the Stokefeather Shrine. Something else to the right, out there that is a little nearer. Oh, hello. What if it was one grieved? Critical damage is not an unwelcome idea.
What? There, you are enough.
Let's try again. Looks a bit more promising. So I cannot summon, apparently. Magic doesn't seem to be doing too much. He doesn't seem to be too aware of what's going on around him, this fella. My 200's going up quite rapidly whilst I'm doing this.
You have bested me.
There might be a few issues that need fixing there.
Has fallen. But you
He's got like an octopus on a stick.
Alreda. No outsider can carry the mantle of chieftain. The tribe needs one of its own. Speak, conqueror. Who will take my place?
The one here. Yeah, he's the one who fought hardest to tribe's future. He deserves to leave. Darvana is the most sustainable one, is the strength and the wisdom plea. I think I'll go for Stranair. I think the stone one's probably best off keeping a little bit of independence.
Stroner, always meddling, always scheming. Perhaps his heart is stronger than
I think he knew where it was, to be honest.
So be it. Let him carry the weight of the Ulfr. Lead well, Stroner, or you will share my fate. Lead them better than I did. Protect the Ulfr.
He does. He's got octopus tentacles on a stick.
I let fall.
Yeah, that didn't really go very well. First it crashed, and then he couldn't even find me, and I just kind of stood behind and wailed on him a bit.
You fought bravely, and I have heard your will. Me, the new chieftain. I never sought this, but if that's what the tribe needs, then I'll do my best.
A fine choice, truly. You got the heart for this, and the tribe needs someone like you to lead. You fought for the Ulfr in ways few others have. Let's hope the weight of leadership only strengthens you further. And you've done well, choosing wisely when the tribe needed it most.
I'm humbled, really. I'll make sure our tribe is strong and united, and yes, I'll go to the moot. The Ulfr will have their voice. Thank you for everything you did. We surely couldn't have made it without you.
What's your plan to lead the Ulfr tribe?
First, I need to get this Thrigvi nonsense out of their heads. That'll be the hardest part. Ulfr might be stubborn, but we're not fools. Once they see Thrigvi dead, they'll come to their senses. Before long, he'll be nothing more than a cautionary tale we tell our children. After that, we honour what the moot decides. If it means war, then we march. And there's nothing the Ulfr love more than battle.
Not a fan of the top half of his armour, but like the lower half's quite cool. It's got very Skyrim vibes. Kind of unsurprising. What about your wife?
Now that you've spoken to the giants and put Thrigvi down, she might finally have a chance to return to herself. I hope the voices are silent now, or will be soon. I couldn't have done this without you. You have my deepest gratitude, and that of every Ulfr. You have my thanks and my respect. It's been a long time since the Ulfr had a reason to stand tall. Thanks to you, we have a reason once more.
There we go. Thrigvi's axe, gauntlets, armour, helmet. Not too bothered by his pants and his shoes, but... Yep. Titan steel armour and helmet. Definitely better as a transmog option than an actual clothing choice. Yeah. Right. So, next we're going to try this. What could possibly go wrong, he says. Although there was actually a location I just want to see if I can find over here somewhere. Using this, I'm dropping a quick save. Doing some praying. All the Weirdstone mine, okay. Not terrifically exciting, but still. There in the event that I need to go there. Now I know where it is. Right, now supposedly one can make one's way up the sword. This is already not going according to plan. Get out of my way. Ooh. It's not exactly an intuitive path to be taking, this, is it? So the sensible thing to do is look at it and go, no. I'm slightly concerned about this bit. Fine. Here we go. There we go. We're up. We did it. Yep, that's a crow's nest of sorts. Giant nest. I see. Okay. In which I have to take a nap, apparently. If I find myself in the undead asylum, I'm gonna be pissed. It's not the undead asylum, but
You are so beautiful. So full of talent.
right.
I really understand why Self decided that your life should take a turn.
Yes, you're quite appetizing, but you're not here for compliments.
What do I have to do? Who are you? Where am I? Who are you?
Who are we, dear sympathy?
Who are we, dear trickster?
No one's special. Bit like you, guest.
Don't say that. We have meaning after all.
It's a bird like standing on the table with one foot up.
My companion walked the path of self. I followed the path of war. I thought I was destined to serve as a priest in the name of Bard.
Plans change.
Plans do change indeed.
Tell me more about Self.
Incredible. You won't see Self in action. No one ever does. Self is that good.
Stop it. I'm getting jealous.
Tell me about war.
The High Priest of Bard one of the most distinguished to ever hold the title. He taught me many things, including that a child of Morrigan can exist without a body. Thanks to his teachings, Trickster and I were able to survive.
You give him far too much credit.
How did you end up in a... Why did you end up in a place like this?
Botched the task entrusted to us.
But we also showed creativity. We transferred our essence to this place.
Morrigan decided we were quite the spectacle. She allowed us to continue existing, but only here.
Without a physical, tangible form. We observed the outside world through the many pairs of crow eyes it offers us.
Where am I?
In the House of Madness.
Stop saying
Whoa.
such nonsense, Trickster. This is a place, dear fledgling, that was once home to Morrigan herself. She let in a little light and allowed us to dwell here. Since then, we've taken to hosting talented fledglings, or Morrigan's favorites. Those who, for some reason, were meant to find their way into the void.
Favourites? Makes you wonder why war hasn't visited us in so long.
What am I here to do?
You'll shed unnecessary baggage.
A bond that needs to be severed.
In other words, you'll butcher someone. Who'll be the butchered one?
Don't worry, I think you'll manage.
Doesn't sound promising.
Eager to meet you too. He's surely full of pride.
Luth. Hmm.
Yes.
Was he one of the one who was teaching us early on?
Kept him here quite long enough. He might be getting bored.
Only if our guest has no more questions.
Why do you want me to kill Luth?
Did you know that young cuckoos sometimes push other chicks out of the nest? For a moment, you'll become just like that cuckoo.
This will help you grow up a little.
Competing for a place. The table, in a sense. What if I don't want to?
Oh dear. I think even Luth would be disappointed. He was expecting an exciting fight.
Me too.
No more questions?
Yes, a fight.
Finally, something interesting.
I'll keep my wings crossed.
Yay, his voice seems to have disappeared. Shame the gen might end here, or shame we won't be around to see where it takes you. Why do we have to fight? You're fledgling now, just like me. Sometimes children of Morrigan pit fledglings against one another to thin the ranks of the crows. Especially when someone rises through the hierarchy so quickly. So fighting because I'm rising the hierarchy? Looks like you climb the ranks too slowly. So we're fighting because I'm rising the hierarchy. Yes, as I said before, I've heard it happens from time to time. Rarely, but it makes perfect sense. No, it doesn't. Crows are an elite, tight-knit circle. They make sure that only the best join the ranks, and they're testing out 2 talented fledglings. It loves mocking us, doesn't it? Just like the crows, it must be quite the entertainment for them. They trapped you here? Don't feel like a pre-listener, and neither should you. Truth is, I wouldn't have had much of a choice, but I didn't need one. Would agree to all of this, no matter the circumstances. Okay. Who were those two I spoke to before? Yeah, Sympathy and Trickster. What a charming couple. As far as I know, they used to be truly exceptional crows, but one of the missions turned out to be far more dangerous than they anticipated. And no, I'm not going to tell you what it was. Okay. Presumably because whoever survives this gets lumbered with it. Still, it seems like they're having plenty of fun in their current state, doesn't it? If we must fight, then I guess we're going to fight. You've always been eager to work, I respect that. Just one request. Give it anything you got. Okay, well. Well, he wasn't exactly tough, was he? I can't loot him, but his dagger I got already. Welcome back. And I got a level for my troubles. I'm not quite sure. The exit's somewhere on this side. Yeah, there we are. So I assume his dagger is probably not very exciting. Got an assassin's bow. Thrigve's axe, which is not really my thing. Crits against enemies with full health, and they do double damage. Not only is it double damage against enemies with full health, so instigating effectively, it crits as well. Double crit, that's like instigating any way more terrifying. Actually quite cool. Bit of a one-hit wonder. Always the one. Do you feel like I got given... There it is. So glare... There it is. Quiet death. That was the thing. Double backstab damage. Additional 200%. So basically for a total of 300, I suppose, percent. Massive backside damage. Oh yeah. Don't need that anymore, do I? Oh, it's his axe. That's what the thing with the weird fucking octopus tentacles on the end of it is. Flappy, flappy, flappy. Flappy, flappy. Fairly heavy. All criticals deal double damage, and it does guaranteed critical against enemies with full health. That's bananas. Flappy. A cool looking weapon though. Arthur, how do you think Thurgrave managed to merge with the
That
giants?
is without a doubt the work of the throne he sat upon. It is carved into the lone pillar, a very powerful artifact, more powerful than I had ever imagined. The lone pillars have long emanated a powerful energy that we never fully understood. At first, we thought they worked like menhirs, but when they showed no such properties, we paid them little mind. And once I gifted those lands to the tribes, our access became limited. Still, I know the lone pillars once served the giants as a conduit for the Fore-Dwellers' will. When the time came for them to depart, the giants would approach a pillar and surrender their life force to it. They believed that by doing so, they would merge with the Wyrdness and become immortal. And after what happened to Thrigve, I'm beginning to believe they might have been right.
Does seem potentially possible. Right. So, that's all of the tribes, just this thing to do, and I can't do that until I've got the crown. So... in fact, I want to go and have a quick shufty at this. Goes that way, does it? All reach. Crikey. If that isn't an Elder Scrolls style name, I don't know what is. In bones. The dragon. Quite the dragon. Can I not have come ashore where I went off? Actually, I kind of have, haven't I? Ooh, look at this. Snails, rather. Yeah. Cold Reach. Looks like that's underneath the mountain here, but I had no occasion to go in there either yet. I'm kind of curious.
Blood. Blood. So much blood.
Hmm. What's occurring down here? Other than creepiness. Success. Let's few less bad guys. Very hard, he says. Ooh. Got a Hustfang and Volker Warborn harness. Does look quite badass, gotta say. Taking damage increases attack speed. Feastfang. Weapon relic. Double critical chance for attacks during a sprint. Interesting.
Come closer, and I'll share a
Oh, great. We got a crazy Delriata witch. He wants to fight me in here and has trapped my friend, huh? Down you go.
Wait! I didn't mean to. Please.
You came at me with an
hear me out
axe.
before you strike me down.
What do you want?
I am Era of the Volca tribe, Stigera's wife. I swear, I didn't mean to attack you.
Oh, I see. The axe just leapt into your hand and swung itself at my head, did it? Quite convincing.
That wasn't me, I swear. It was the substance I took. It must have changed me forever.
Sure it did, hon.
My husband and I tried to recreate something that was a gift from Nether. Clearly, we offended the goddess so deeply that she cursed me with madness.
Smells like horseshit.
Madness for a Delrida is a fate worse than death. Only death can release me from it.
If you want me to kill you, why stop the fight?
Because I need you to listen to me. My husband, Stiger, surely blames himself for what happened. But it's not his fault. And I need him to know that. Please, give him this ring. He'll know I'm gone, but he'll also know I left with peace in my heart and mind.
I really don't want to kill you.
Giving me no choice. Perhaps our fight will redeem me in Nether's eyes, and I'll be granted the honor of seeing her face.
End up in a cave, Mandazati, yeah, exactly. Especially when they're experimental drugs. Apparently I can't take her stuff. It's very similar. That one's a bit more bright coloured. Doesn't have extra features. Anyway. I feel like I was supposed to be trapped in here with her, but so she's been killing people and eating them while she's been in this cave. Crazy lady. Although it did look like it might be something a bit more significant, this particular cave, but apparently not. Just home to a crazy lady. Too much crack and went nutters. So there's that spot that I've not checked out yet either. So we might as well go and have a... Oh, I'm stuck on a rock. Go and have a look at that. There's something else here allegedly as well. Warrior grave, okay. Well, we're out, let's have a gander. Oh, that looks pretty. Pretty spooky. No, just pretty. Delegate Aetius too low, too good for the Kamelot, so we claimed him as our own. Ah. Yoink. Don't really need the rusty longsword. Rusty slongsword. No. I'm hoping there might be some cool artifact or weapon to be found in there, but apparently not. It might become relevant later, though. Where was the womb of Mother? I have a sneaking suspicion that this could become relevant later as well. As regards the whole trial to become one of the Del Rita, all of these seem like places that could be involved. A white, a badass looking white. Turns out, wasn't that badass. Orva, fierce warrior, pure of heart, one of the most loyal among Deliata, legend among their people, always there when needed, never missed a battle. Rush Pilgrim's Bone gives me +1 attribute points. On to the Volca, Wrath of Mother, born for war, bound in blood, may their rage burn bright. May their enemies break at the sound of their battle cries, but when the bulk fall silent, it's not peace that follows, but ruin. Ooh. Yoink. I think this is a thewed spot. Oh, this is fine. Watchers in the wild. They read the forest breath and drink from the stone-shadowed streams. May their steps remain light, their arrows ever find their mark. For when Sven go hungry, old Ariata will soon turn to dust. Given that they were talking about the incident with the Stagfather leading to a decline in beasties to hunt, that doesn't sound good. That looks like a gateway to something. Eternal Guardian Seal. Like I don't want to take that right now. On to the Ogirata. Children of the Frost, they dwell where few dare linger, trading in secrets and snowborn things. May the Veiled One be merciful to them, may the steps never fade from the snow. For if the frost forgets the Ogorata, the land will forget how to endure. Their halls are quiet now, no smoke, no song, only the cold. Ah, the missing tribe. So maybe we will be back here later. To the old fear, forged in stone and fire, steadfast as the mountains, unyielding as steel, may their fire in the forges never fade. May their hammers ring true through all eternity, for when they fall silent, so too will the fallen swords. Oh, admit, it is getting creepier. This must be the Theod. How very dare. So very rude. On to the Gunvaldir. Okay. Spirit bound, they walk with the dead and speak with the wild. May their names be carried by the wind and stream. May their spirits never fade from the land, for when they vanish, so too will the memory of the Dariata. They called for aid when the snow turned red, none came. Now they are ashamed to bear. Starborn egg. Oh, I see. It's a weapon relic. Okay. There we go. This must be the Theod one. Yeah, this is the Theod one. On to the Theod, lost to rise, first to see, shrouded in secrets, cloaked in silent mist, in silent might, rather. May their steps be sure, may their will never falter as they tread dangerous ground, for when the mist takes the Theod, other tribes are already lost. Oh, lordy. Does it sound rather like the Dariata are about to disappear altogether? I'll turn this ring in for the crazy lady. Tell Stygia that his wife is dead.
What do you want? Unless you can tell me where my era is, I got nothing to say to you.
Years on the side of your head, mate. Same place it's always been. I met Tira, she said, don't blame yourself and gave me this ring. She lost her mind and I gave her a good death. She told me you shouldn't blame yourself and gave me this ring.
What? Damn it all! If we'd met sooner, I would have begged you to bring her home. But now,
My bad.
Over. All of it. Gone forever. My poor, wonderful Era.
She fell into madness and asked for a good death. She loved you too, she lived to protect you. She lived to protect you. Yeah.
That's what I feared. And what I tried to drown out with drinking. Era. Even at the end, she cared for me the only way she knew. But the thought of never seeing her again, that's unbearable. Take this for your trouble. And for showing a rare sense of honor. Especially for someone outside the Delrieda. And thank you for not selling her ring. It means everything to have something of hers to hold on to. Her memory will live on, even if she couldn't stay.
There we go. Just stuck my nose into every house, shouldn't I? Just to be sure I got every quest. So we got here, 20% chance to fully restore your stamina. Nice. 30% chance to apply bleed. Bit weird. Probably more useful. So yeah, let's get that. Alright. Up next, what we got? Go back and talk to self. Mortal Divine. Yeah, so I think that's probably the thing to do. Sweet Dreams, going to talk to self back in, pretty sure, Connacht. I assume. Who would have thunk? Yeah, back to where we were. Yeah, we'll go and turn this in. Let's see where we go from there. I think we'll probably be staring down the barrel of finding Arthur's crown next time. Just looking at the time, we might have to be next time. With the red caps, off we go. Sticking a bunch of stuff right on top of a fast travel point is not the best play, I don't think. It's a little bit annoying. Not the end of the world or anything, but a bit annoying.
So you've returned. Did you have a nice nap? Was the company to your liking?
You're a smidge on the dishonest side.
Such heavy accusations. What exactly have I lied to you about now?
Leith.
Ah, and spoil the surprise. No, that wouldn't do. And what would you have done if you had known? Wondered how to avoid him? Wondered how to beat him? You would have thought and thought and thought. And while you were lost in your thoughts, Luth would have snuffed you out like a candle. Trust me, sometimes it's better not to know.
Any more tasks for me?
Not as such. What I do have for you is a meeting. Perhaps the most important one of your life. You are to meet with War, the High Priest of Badb. The rest will be in his hands, and most importantly, in yours. That is all I can tell you. Now go, my fledgling.
Where are they? Who's babbed?
Shield you from enemy eyes.
Right, this is all a bit weird. Huh. Okay, maybe in there, apparently. Yep, there they are. Slightly missed that. Magically into Morrigan's Sanctuary. Maybe this is another name for Morrigan. Bubbed. An interesting looking spooky ass place. Very Hellblade vibes. He's a Pict.
Welcome, child of Morrigan. Now you stand before her presence, ready to receive the highest honor.
Seem familiar? Vidar? Saw something here. Yeah, Vidar. Wasn't that the guy who was initially set us on this task as to whether or not we wanted to destroy the children of Morrigan? I thought.
I went by that name once, yes. Now, you see me as the embodiment of war. One of the three holy aspects of the goddess Morrigan. Ask your questions, child, before the time comes to fulfill our goddess's will.
Why did you deceive me?
You stand before the goddess of war, death, and destruction, and you're surprised that I used deception to test your dedication. I thought your time with the children would have taught you that the ends justify the means. My purpose has always been to recruit only the most worthy followers.
And if I'd killed Soph and the other children?
Then you would have proven they were unworthy. If a hatchling could overcome a crow and its fledglings, then they weren't fit to serve Morrigan. You would have purged all ranks, and I would have found new devotees. It wouldn't be the first time a high priest took such measures.
Still something here for the next task.
What do you take me for, child? A mercenary commander. Serving Morrigan is no common duty. It's a calling you feel, or don't. And only the most faithful may stand before Morrigan's presence.
Really just putting it my results. Actions prove my faith. I feel like more down this road, to be honest.
Your actions are meaningless if the Corax hasn't revealed itself to you. The Corax is Morrigan's herald, a promise of liberation. The Corax's appearance is a sign that it's time for the children to step from the shadows and declare their dominion over Avalon. And I know the Corax favors you most often. Such is Morrigan's will.
You want the children to reveal themselves and take control of the island? How do you know that's... You want the children to reveal themselves and take control of the island?
Precisely. For too long, we've lurked in the shadows, preventing Morrigan from claiming her rightful throne among the gods. We've ruled Avalon for centuries, guiding its fate according to our goddess's will. So why shouldn't we openly claim what's already ours?
Some others might have a difference of opinion.
All united under Morrigan's banner. A supreme goddess who cares for her followers, unlike the absent All-Mother.
We'll bring peace on all terms, with Morrigan's blessing.
How do you know that's Morgan's will?
I have faith, but no certainty. And since it's you who has the honor of witnessing the Corax, I'll send you as an emissary before our goddess. Seems she has chosen you for this communion, and I humbly accept her will. Find out what our goddess requires of us, and I will ensure her will becomes law.
Time to meet Morgan's Corax. Where?
I've seen it in a vision. The nest. Where your meeting will take place.
Where I've already been.
For her words are sacred, and return swiftly to bring me her will. May Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
Curiouser and curiouser. What was that we were saying about drugs and caves? Fallen swords. Guessing. Yeah. Something strange is going on here. Fallen swords would make more sense. I'll head there and see what happens, because it feels like the only place I can think of that makes any sense. In terms of being a nest. Yep, that's the one. Sleeping once again in the Corax nest. There we go. But Morgan turns out to be a... well, this is a bit different. Fore-Dweller or something. Holy shit, that's a big ass bird.
I called, and here he is. The king, torn to shreds, pieced back together.
You know who I am? What do you want from me? You know who I am?
I know you well, Arthur. You play with me, slip through my grasp. I close my claws around you and clutch at nothing. You cling to life. It amuses me.
So,
but in the
even
end,
with a halo,
you will lose, like all the rest. Sooner or later, you will be mine.
What do you want from me?
Decide. The paths of self, whispers in the shadows, wings gliding silently on the wind, crow eyes, watching, patient. Or the path of war, the wild screech, an open assault, beaks and claws, blood.
If I choose one, what happens to the other?
They die by your hand. Their paths cannot merge, like day and night, like breath and scream. One must yield to the other.
Doesn't matter to you which I take.
You ask a crow what it prefers. Warm blood or cold carrion. The crow feeds on what fate delivers. All will fall into my claws when the time comes.
Choose the path of self, your children should remain in the shadows. Choose the path of war, your children should rise. I'm inclined more towards self, just because I feel like trying to change Avalon subtly without masses of bloodshed kind of seems like the way to go, whereas path of war seems like a bad choice.
So be it. Walk the path of silence. The wind will carry your whispers. The enemy will not see you. War will not sense your blade. Bury it deep in his back.
Yeah, about that. I'm a wizard. I don't tend to stab very much. Though I did chop that thing there. Whatever his name was. But gotta do what you gotta do. That's not the way. Well, it's a way. It's not the way, but it's a way. Into Morrigan's Hollow.
Speak. What is the will of the goddess?
Morrigan does not permit the children to reveal themselves. I must kill you. I add the children of Morrigan. Children of Morrigan rule the world. I have sacrificed self. I already made the decision, but apparently I still get to make the decision. I haven't done that. I'm not going to do that neither. I think war is going down.
What is this? You dare lie to the High Priest to fulfill Self's traitorous will? I see through you. You blaspheme. For Morrigan's will has always been to seize dominion over the world, and I cannot be mistaken in interpreting her signs.
Morrigan's death, she's always ruled over the living. You're right, it's my decision, Morrigan allowed me to make it. She's death, she's always ruled over the living.
That is true. I never thought of it that way. Are you saying that I am the blasphemer, bringing the children into the light? How could have I been so wrong? But grant me one thing. Let me die fighting. Let your spilled blood pay for my sin.
Why the fuck would I do that? Zap. I suppose I got any of his cool gear, did I? I did not. Well, Self, you're still breathing. Be grateful for it.
You did splendidly, my crow.
Wow.
Did you truly speak with Morrigan?
Yes, should damage decide as I see fit.
That's surprisingly reassuring, I must admit. Honestly, I thought Morrigan was more of a myth than an actual goddess guiding us. I'm almost envious, Crow. I can't recall anyone in the history of the children who's spoken with the goddess face to face.
And what now?
I will guide the children of Morrigan in the way we've always known. In the shadows that protect us. In the shadows, we are safe. We can focus on what truly matters. Building security and creating stability in these chaotic, unpredictable times. And I suggest you do the same. Act with wisdom and prudence in your decisions, so that you may forever remain a child of Morrigan. And remember, you'll always have a place here from now on. May Morrigan's wings forever shield us from prying eyes. Somehow, that sounds truer now.
Flap, flap. Now I get crow's armor instead of whatever I'm wearing, which I think is... Oh, nice soccer stuff. Of curiosity. Physical attacks regenerate damage, stamina, and increase sneak attack damage. Not really my thing anyway. Cool. And there we go. There's a quest line complete. Finally got to the end of the Children of Morrigan quest line. Started all the way down in the Horns of the South, obviously the north end of it. Made our way on. So bounce over there and drop some stuff in a stash. Hearing weird noises there. Thought I might need that stone modern talisman more than I do. Give it to sell, maybe. Couple of bits, make a penny a 3. Hopefully. Nice. Here, I'm going to have a quick look at upgrading my clothing. Get some extra relics on there. Yeah. So gloves, And just the gloves, actually. Okay. And chronic healing goes up. That's surprisingly disappointing. That's the only one that's available. Might as well. I don't think there's anything else I'd rather have there. So decided to go for those creepy ass black robes, which are quite cool. I don't really have the money for it, surprisingly. Despite selling a bunch of stuff, I don't actually have much money. Oh, that's fine. Ahem. Let's rush back up. We'll get ourselves set up for the next set of quests, or the next quest. I think is the search for the crown. Or the pursuit of the crown, I should say. In what is ostensibly supposed to be quite dangerous circumstances. Also, they suggested. Yeah. God. Fast travel system's marginally frustrating as well. You can't just use it from anywhere. Fast traveling to those things is one thing, but I'd like to be able to fast travel to them from anywhere. Should be a little less annoying. So, this has got distinctly ESO vibes to it. Didn't think that was updating for a minute there. Anyway, about that time, I think it's time to put a pin in things. Ooh. Yeah. That's cool. A couple of quests I didn't expect to be encountering there, or more quests than I expected anyway. That's fine. Children of Morrigan sorted, and now just Arthur's crown, I guess. Well, and figuring out what's going on with the tribes, and maybe going to war with what's left of Kamelot, which is apparently quite the shit show. Still, we'll see if we can't rebuild Avalon into something that's potentially a viable home for a few people. That's the idea, anyway. So yeah, that should be cool. I imagine we'll have Forlorn Swords done, if not tomorrow, by Thursday. So, see where we go from there. Sometime next week, I think, at the latest, we should probably have Tainted Grail finished. But we'll see. It's cool. Yeah. New video coming tomorrow. I was hoping I might manage to squeeze in and get finished off with this camp build today, but life, the universe, and everything has not aligned on that particular front, unfortunately. However, it is nearly done, and I should have it done. Well, hopefully I'll have the build itself finished off by tonight, because I'm going to potter around and do a little bit of that for a little while. Got a few bits and pieces still to decorate. And then video tomorrow should be good. I'm quite chuffed with this. I was a little concerned for a minute that this build was not going to come out as cool as I was hoping it might be. I had a cool idea and I was like, it's kind of vague picture in my head, which is usually how I build. And started working on it. I was like, this isn't going to look great, is it? And then I kept going on. I was like, actually, this might be coming together. And then did a bit more like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's going to work. So quite happy about that. Tainted Grail's been good. Yeah, it's a cool game. For an indie team working on their first 3D type of RPG, that's cool. I think they did card-based games, whatever they are. There's a better word for that I've forgotten now. But deck builder, that's the one. Deck building type stuff previously, so... Weakened drums. Okay. There we go. Yeah. It's not normally their things. Just trying to find out a bit more about them if I can. Yeah, loads of games, but most of them are board games and stuff like that, and card deck builders and things like that. Interesting. Lots of stuff I haven't heard of. Well, that one. Oh, that was a board game as well. Yeah, it looks like most of them are board games, and this is the first actual video game, maybe. I don't know. Either way, it's been cool. Definitely an impressive achievement. A few bits that still need some work. I'm guessing this can't be just the first video game. There must have been some experience on the side, because you can't build a video game without at least a certain set of skills in place. So, yeah. Definitely fun, though. And next, we'll have to see what's next. There's a couple of maybes. A couple of things I need to chase down, actually. Let me just double check something, because I didn't get that done today. Doubtful. Right. No, probably not that. Right, yeah. That's one more thing I need to chase. Well, a lot of things I need to chase, but that's one thing I need to look at tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, very cool. Definitely enjoying this. Plan tomorrow is to say, hopefully I'll have that video done and up. So we'll get a look at that. And we'll sort of wing it on the video front from there, because there's been a couple this week. Speaking of, I went over the very brief patch notes for Fallout this afternoon, so if you haven't seen that one, you can take a gander. It really won't take long. Yeah. We'll play some more Tainted Grail as the week goes on. Should be cool. Anyway, I'm going to chill and finish this build off. So, thank you for hanging out. Hope you've had fun. I do appreciate you being here. You know where the buttons are if you haven't already. Like, subs, notification bell, and social media links in description, and channel memberships, all that good stuff if you want to check it out. Just made some adjustments on your character for Cyberpunk. Oh, and RAM refreshment coming all the time. Oh, nice. That is pretty good. RAM refresh was always the one big thing I did struggle with my Netrunner build, but wasn't too bad really, because I just dropped a couple of things I needed to on people I needed to do, and then I could either hide and wait for it to come back for a bit, or I just kind of picked off the survivors. It worked okay. Anyway, yeah. Yes. Playlists around if you want something else to watch. Do have a gander. Loads of cool stuff. There's like an entire section of live stream playlists down on the front page of the YouTube channel as well if you want to have a look through them. And yeah, live page just has the first episodes of series on it, because otherwise it gets to be quite the mess. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. Do hope you enjoyed yourselves. We're back at it tomorrow. Should be cool. So, have a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. And I will catch you if I don't get entangled in my own wires and stuff. Hopefully around about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. should be good. I'll see you then, folks. Night.